Chineke ne put to this punishment on all, you will not begin to think fast to go. So on ahead make it not only in Ghana now, another way in Ghana for quiet, another city. They are like they are fighting also. They are fighting Igbo people. They are destroying our whole set. You think you are in abroad will save you? Nowhere in the world. That's why I am like I have little voice. I am nobody maybe to when it comes to public. But I don't know who might listen to this voice. If we don't do the needful, open will give to the better. You know, maybe sometimes not Chineke. Mmadụ one ga-adị ndụ for this land. Maka many people adịghị dị ndụ aka na-eche na ha na-agbagharị na-awụgharị. Mmadụ one ga-adị ndụ. I don't want to put fear, but it's better that I tell you how that's like if I made it, thank God. If I don't make it, but God let it come. Because nke ikpeazụ anọ. Hey, anything can happen from now. Even our brother Rosette used to tell us that our PM that he might just tweet, he might just do that. And if you know, but he just not know Chineke Jiraka give me. Chineke Jiraka. Woman team was fail you. But then I open up by Yanaka. If you go get too much when I become so much worried, I'll just calm myself down by when I started seeing the handwork of God in it. Not supposed not to be alive till now. Simon supposed not to be alive till now. But because of the grace, they are still sustained. They are still alive. Why won't I be a kind of no that is not by human, it's not by might, it's not by power? But you could declare war. You declare, sorry, Biafra. You how many like I'm the kind of war. Get they declare you will be here, men. Or think they come mad and this thing. This way survive this war. But thank God for God. So my brother, let me tell it by telling my fellow Biafrans that okay from Cape Baza. I didn't make everything came mad. That's why you got to hear about it. That doesn't make you know me hold. Because my mind I got on long way until that miracle could. Oh, and the man and cat they are last. I don't have my careful because no get that because when they tell you that Jesus is coming, they didn't say it will be too long. They tell you it's coming soon. Okay, with this freedom, it's coming soon, and it might be now, it might be tomorrow, it might be later. Whichever way, it must surely come. Ever can draw my.
Thank you so much, beloved sister. We appreciate you for that wonderful, wonderful message, and the message is clear. You see, that is why sometimes when I tell people, when it comes to spirituality, you can never take spirituality away from Biafran people. It is part of us. That is how we are created. Africans as a whole, more especially the Biafrans, you can never take spirituality from us. And that is why sometimes we can be able to overcome the challenges that are coming for us. But based on what we are seeing, when we see something that we don't like, we will reject it and hope by the special grace of God, He is going to avert it for us. Just like my sister said, what we are speaking against is this very unnecessary postponement and stallment of the case of Martin Nandekan. It is unacceptable in all ramifications. In as much as we know, just like my brother Christian always say, there is a spiritual version of everything we do. That there's a possibility that God can come in and intervene and change things. That is the hope of every single one of us. Biafrans, you can't take away that spiritual aspect of us. That is why sometimes when people begin to attack religion, I say, don't attack it. There is no way you can attack religion and succeed.
It's ignorant. It's ignorant, my brother. Because yeah, that is ignorant because human being is a spirit being, right? So everything you see, everything that happens. Oh, sorry, Mazi, just 1 minute because
okay. So my fellow brothers and sisters,
please let me.
Go on, my brother. Greg, go on. I think Greg is speaking. Go
okay,
on.
thank you. Yeah. So the question you asked before. This October, they are trying to present now. If you watch this very lawyer, this very judge, the judge have in his mind and what he wants to do, He has shown it in Nigeria. Indeed, he really wants to handle this case speedily. And that case, he has handled it speedily.
Sorry, my brother Greg.
Nigerian...
Before you continue, let me appreciate our brother S.O. for the super chat. I also appreciate Kelvin Chibueze. Thank you so much for that support. It's amazing you see people, even from the difficult situation, they are also giving their support. Thank you so much, our brother S.O. for the super chat, and also our brother Kelvin Chibueze. Thank you so much. Go ahead, my brother Greg.
So, Nigerians have watched this man, the judge, and they have tried to prove exactly what he promised, that they want to make this case speed, so that it will end once and for all. You know, Nigeria people are criminal. The government don't know the amount of evidence they are using to prosecute Nnamdi Kanu. So now the case, everybody is seeing where the case and how the case is going. The judge have done his own. Now Nigerian government is holding the judge hostage, not to act anymore. I'm telling you, if you watch what happened immediately after when they finished this thing, you see Omar coming out to say that they want to negotiate. What did that tell you? That the judge is to keep quiet. They will not come and speak that. That thing he tell you means many so much things. So when they are telling the judge now, hold on that your judgment until we do what we want to do. So the judge now is paralyzed. I'm telling you, the person who is putting this in October again, somebody is asking me if they can still postpone it if you think they will not. They will. Because now it's not going on their own direction. And that is the only thing game you can see that is going on now. So if somebody is trying to tell you they might not postpone it, it's possible. Nothing is impossible in Nigeria. So that is what you must bear in your mind. So this October now have no single reason. In this judge know already the judgment he wants to give, but Nigeria government is holding him. That is one thing I want you to know, and Biafrans to know. So any person coming here to tell you October, this, that, no. Already they have their own judgment. But Nigerian government will not allow the judge to pronounce that judgment. They will ask him, hold your judgment first. That is what the man is doing now. No other thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother Greg. Ocean, are you free now?
Okay.
Go on, Christian.
Master, what was Brother Greg? What was he saying that? Because I was just away a little bit. Is he saying that? What did he say? Sorry.
Well, Greg.
Yeah, what did he say that they won't make pronouncement? I don't know that they won't make judgment.
Anything is possible in the zoo. That
of course,
they might postpone it again after that October. That you cannot say you can't say for sure for now.
Yeah, well, everything with the zoo you just never know. But
everything is on the table. But we have faith that before then,
anything can
equally happen.
Because they also know that the zoo also know that they are caught now between a rock and a hard place. They know that they are looking for escape route. If I know that rat or rabbit, trying to, they are looking for escape route. Now the Kanu has beaten them in every way possible. So all this whole thing they are doing, trying to save face one way or the other. But one thing I wanted to reference is I saw on I think I came across it on this guy Vam, they were making statement, comment about what is his name, Allen Onyema, the Airpeace guy. He gave 2 billion naira to USB to squash or to destroy Biafra, blah blah blah, sort of like So, but listen. So, and I wrote and I said, look, I know that the peace guy Onyema is a one Nigerianist, first of all.
Yes.
Right. But at the same time, I asked, I said, what evidence? I mean, because you cannot just come and throw up something that he gave 2 million naira to do this, to do that, and you didn't show anything. Explain, how does that happen? How did you get the information? Now, and again, you went ahead and show where his plane kind of either crashed or land. He has his plane had a problem, right? So I saw it on the video, and people, I guess maybe malfunction, whatever it is, but people, I think they escaped unhurt. And so he was saying that because of that God is destroying him. But I was like, no, you have to tell Biafrans your source of information. How do you come out? Because he didn't explain how they came about this accusation that he gave 2 billion. You can't just tell me that because his plane crashed. The plane crashed some months ago in India. Is it because Indians are fighting? No. Plane crash everywhere. So, but the problem is with our people, and that's why Nan can make that point that in this new Biafra, we're going to have a resounding academic system that will make people to begin to ask questions. We don't ask questions. This is the problem. And that is why I'm not trying to say that with this or that, there will always be saboteur in everywhere, in every struggle now. But we must be able to ask people the hard question. Don't just, if they don't want you to ask questions, then you have to be circumspect. You can't just follow sheepishly. Because otherwise, what are we doing? People see things are happening in a way. Sometimes you begin to wonder, how do you allow it to happen? Because you don't ask questions. You don't hold their feet to fire. Somebody just come and tell you that Ali Nonyema, as much as I despise Ali Nonyema, because these are guys. They are there, they are witnessing, they see, they know what is happening. Except if they are not Igbo. Maybe it's part of the agenda of the caliphate from inception. From the inception, they planted these guys in an attempt to achieve their goal. I don't know. But there's too many questions with little or no answer. So you cannot be Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, people like this, right? You can see, you don't need, it's very obvious for everybody to see what is happening to Biafrans, to Indi Igbo in particular. And you are an Igbo. She's from Ogwashuku, and you're a woman, born and brought up, raised in Enugu, right? She said it. I'm not the one saying it. She said it. And she's there. She has so much to give, so much power and influence. She can speak.
And the name was it.
She can speak. She speaks, the word listens. Talk to the people. You are deliberating, you are collaborating with world leaders, with power and influence, and your people are being massacred. The last time I went to I was in Ogwashuku. This whole marginalization, this whole the attempt, what they are cooking for Biafrans, from the Igbo, is out there for everybody to see. So why is it that you are so oblivious? Why is that? Why do you not care? How do you sleep at night? And there's another Ngozi again, the writer one, who is I'm trying to remember the surname now, or Amanda, yeah, exactly. So some years back, maybe 2-3 years ago, I saw her making comment, and I was pinching myself. I was like, how can this happen? The thing she said, that she made reference or comment about the creation of Nigeria, how it was illegally created, how it was created without the consent of the people, yes. Right? But that nevertheless, she said, we are here now. We have to find a way to make it work. And I'm like, so because everybody knows that Nigeria is a clear-cut case of kidnap. That's what it is. The yes. British created it by force, through the force of arms. Everybody knows that. Now, so in other words, that is like somebody coming to kidnap you. And they kidnap you, take you to a place and put you there, right? So because you've been kidnapped and brought to a place, therefore it's fine. You have to stay there. You don't have to try and fight to get yourself free. At least put yourself in a position where you can determine for yourself what you want. So you just stay there. That was the comment from that Ngozi. And I begin to wonder what's going on here. How can, with all the education, how can she say a thing like that? And this is not working. Because if it was working, if there was any sign that Nigeria is working or will work, then maybe, just maybe you can say, okay, maybe we can do this. But it's not working. Every year gets worse than the year before. We know that. We see it. Even the worst, arguably the worst president, the worst guy that ever ruled Nigeria, Buhari. What is this? I don't know. What's making up? Anyway, so even the worst, hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So even the worst government, the worst president, from my own calculation, Buhari, the worst ever, people are still, of course, we all know that it was better then than it is now, because the exchange rate, we know what it is, what it was then and what it is now. The cost of living, everything, the job market, everything is worse now than it was during Buhari, arguably the worst president ever. So you cannot tell me to stay in Nigeria, continue. In other words, you keep doing the same thing over and over and ever again and expecting a different result. That is madness. You have to do something different. So anybody, when I look at these guys like Onyema and the rest of them, some of them are millionaires, some are billionaires. They have influence, they have a voice, and they look away. I don't know. That is really sad. And from that Zoom meeting, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze made reference to this very particular woman, Ngozi Okonjo. And I think that was very pointed, because she can't continue down this path. And at the end, everybody's going to have to account, because we are living it, we are seeing it, and you are acting as if, I guess you are with the enemy then. Well, that's what it means. Why are you doing that? How can that happen? How are you able to go to bed at night and sleep and think that it's okay, but it's not okay? So as for the issue with Vam, I just wrote, I hope he reads it. I hope he'll be able to read it, because it's not a pleasant behavior that you can just come and put out stories and nobody asks you the right question. Where is your source? Where do you get it from? Until we begin to do this, I don't know where we're going. You must be able to ask the hard question. And if that person refuses, it doesn't matter who it is. If he refuses to give you an answer, at least you'll be able to explain to you. Even if he doesn't give you an answer, you'll be able to explain to you maybe why he wouldn't give the answer. If it's something that pertains to intelligence or security apparatus and stuff like that, it's understandable. Then it will be understandable. But he don't want you just come and say he gave 2 billion and that they are working with the United USB to destroy, and nobody, and lots of people I saw in the background, lots of people buying into it. Why? How is that possible? Are you a human being? Do you have anything in your head that you cannot ask Vam? Tell us how you come about this. We want to believe you. I want to believe you, but you have to tell me how you come about this information. They did none of it. It's sad. It's sad. But we must change, because if not, it's going to be difficult, my brother. Thank you so much.
I agree with you, my brother. I have been saying that in my platform every blessed day. I always speak about that very issue. I have always said it. You don't lie against people simply because you don't agree with them or because you hate them. You don't just lie against somebody because you don't like the person, because you hate the person. You cook up a lie. If you want to push propaganda, we have a strong enemy before us. We have the British that is holding us, with the caliphate that is holding us. Push your propaganda towards them. And when you are pushing your propaganda, put a verifiable one. Even as I said it that look at Mazen Nandekano, with all the brokers he made for more than a decade, the Nigerian government could not find anything inside brokers to use him and prosecute him. They could not find. Because everything he has said has an evidence to prove, including accusing Buhari's death, the accusation of Buhari's death. Nigerian government, you saw they played videos. They played videos on his broadcast. But they could not find any single thing against Mazen Nandekano after more than a decade of broadcast.
Yeah.
That is why those of us today that are on your camera, you must be very careful what you promote and what you support. You must be very careful what you say, because the day of judgment is going to come. And the internet never forgets. When that time comes, all these things we are saying, they will present it before you. They will just play it for you. It will just replay before you. Defend it. Defend it. How can somebody who pushes such line? In as much as we know that Allen Onyama is a one Nigerianist, we know his involvement with Nigeria. We know how he made his money. When our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano and Mazen Samonegba accused him of his involvement in the Niger Delta militant surrender, when he was accused, there are evidence to that. There are video evidence. There are informations that back that up. That even if you call them up in the court, they will present it. We know that Allen Onyama played a major role when the militants were what do they call it? What do they call that the arrangement they were making with the federal government? When the militants handed over to the federal government, and that was where he made his billion that he used to buy his earpiece. There are evidence to that. It is not a propaganda. There are evidence. He was involved in it, in that negotiation. That negotiation made him a billionaire that he is today. We know that at a point in time, the United States government indicted him of money laundering. The US indicted him of money laundering. And that money was traced to companies that was registered under his name, that had a link with that very negotiation, with that militant surrender. I've forgotten what they call that, their militant destiny, that their peace destiny they reached that time. Onyema was in the forefront. Our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano spoke about it. Mazen Samonegba elaborated on it, and there are facts to back it up. But for somebody to just wake up today, just because we know that Allen Onyema is playing a role with the government, working with the government, you now use it now to blackmail somebody. It doesn't happen. It doesn't add up. And I have said it. When somebody tell a lie, even if it is your brother or your sister, don't say because that lie favors you at that time, you support it. It will come back to haunt you. When somebody tells a lie, no matter the group the person belongs to, no matter who the person is, whether your brother, your sister, the person you love, in your own group of agitation, whether in USB, and somebody tells a lie, do not support that lie. Take yourself away from it. If you are not sure, don't even speak about that. Don't comment. Keep your mouth shut. Don't comment. Don't just buy into something that there are no evidence to back up. Most importantly, those of us that are putting our face on the line, those of us that are coming out on media, some of us don't know there will be consequence for every single thing we do. Internet never forgets. Internet never forgets. You see the late Muhammad Buhari, how people are rooting up videos of what we say to him. We never forget. You see Mazen Nandekano in the court. They were digging out brokers that he made as of 2015. Some before 2015, they were digging out brokers. And they went to all length to see what they are going to use to hold him down. But they couldn't find any. Because every single broker he made was based on fact. And have you asked yourself, this man that they were digging brokers to charge him was in the UK for more than a decade, broadcasting in UK, and he was never ever invited by a police one day because he was speaking based on fact. But today you see people just come on camera and say anything. It is a shame. It is a shame. And some of us patronize them. You go there, you clap hand, you jump. Simply because it favors your own agenda at that time. Even when you know that this person is lying. But because that lie favors your own agenda at that time, you support it. Tomorrow it will come to haunt you. We have seen it in this very struggle most of the time. Most of the time, you see people, somebody is doing bad, you support that person, you support that person. Before you know it, the person will still turn against you. That same thing he was doing when he was with you. When he now begin to do it against you, you begin to complain. You begin to complain. But when that person was doing that evil, you know it was evil, but you supported it. But when that evil definitely turns around and begin to haunt you yourself, you begin to complain. Do not support evil. It doesn't matter where it comes from. If you see a pope, your imam, your pastor, your benefactor, your father, your mother doing evil, rebuke them. There is nothing like if you cannot beat them, join them. If you cannot beat them, run away from them. Run away. If you cannot beat them and manage yourself, run away. Don't join evil clique. Don't join evil propaganda. We know that in terms of freedom fighting, in terms of wars, there are propaganda. But you have to use verifiable propaganda and let it be against your enemy, not against your brothers. We have said it again and again. And it's so sad that every day we see people continue to tread that path. It is a shame. Very, very big shame. My brother Chidebere, I can see Chidebere there. Unmute yourself, Chidebere, and speak to us. Chidebere, if you're still there. Chidebere, unmute yourself.
Master Choose.
You're welcome, my brother.
For good work you are doing. Also bless every Biafran, genuine Biafran. Master Choose, I've been following you since, but today is my first day to call.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I just want to use this opportunity to, appreciate and recognize our supreme leader, Mazim Nandekano, for his doggedness and resilience. And I want to also thank God for the life of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And also our DPM, Dr. Ngozi Orebezi. God will bless all of them. And also the men on the ground that are genuinely fighting and protecting our land. See, Mazi, one thing I want to tell you is that you see this Nigerian issue with our leader. Like you rightly said, that Omotocho said that he want to make everything very fast so that before they will go to holiday, vacation. Don't ever believe anybody that has interest of zoo at heart. No, don't believe them. Mazi, there is no reason why this man will come now and postpone this thing till October. Because in the last court sitting,